Hello, this is Thomas Netzel.
Hi Thomas, this is Christian Zaloom. How are you?
Christian, I'm doing terrific. It's nice to hear from you.
So nice to hear from you. Thank you for taking my call. You know, I've been in realty for a while, and I'm just reaching a point where I'd like to grow and elevate my business. You know, and I see how you've grown, and not just in expanding to the top luxury homes in the area, but also in your marketing standards that you're setting. I'm talking to some multi-million-dollar potential listings right now, and I want to be more ready for it, to be honest, and what I'll need to do to best serve them, and I could use your advice.
Well, Christian, there's an absolute difference when you're working with homeowners and home buyers in the high 6- and 7-figure listings. And as a realtor, you have to deliver and execute at the highest level, over and above and beyond what anyone else is willing to do.
Of course. You know, I see what you're doing with Inside Luxury Listings. With the video and digital marketing, you're really differentiating yourself, Thomas.
I mean, it's obviously part of a bigger conversation. Perhaps we can get together and talk about it.
That sounds great. How about a round of golf?
I didn't know you knew I loved golf. Yeah, would absolutely love to play with you.
Why don't you text me with when you're available and we'll set that up.
Yeah, okay, I'll do that. And I'm looking forward to catching up.
Me as well, Thomas. So good talking to you again. Take care.
Take care. Bye-bye. I'm Thomas Netzel with Premier Sotheby's International Realty. I'm a real estate broker and entrepreneur living my dream life in Sarasota, Florida. Come with me as I explore the most exclusive and luxurious home listings on our Gulf Coast, their architecture, their design, and the lifestyles they evoke. On my tour of these incredible homes, I'll be joined by 2 guest experts in our field. From realtors with Thomas Netzel and team to top interior designers, welcome to Inside Luxury Listings, Sarasota. Ladies, I can't wait to see this property. It's so unique.
Jamie, nice to meet you. Hi.
My pleasure.
Hey, Steve. Kathy, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
Steve, it's great to see you as well. Thanks for taking time out of your schedule to open up your beautiful listing here on the north end of Siesta Key. You know, before we got here, we've been talking in the days ahead in preparation for this, and we're so excited. So let's get started. We would like to start with the primary residence, and then we have a very special surprise with the guest house, and we can talk about the architects behind all of this.
Great.
So why don't we get started?
Sounds great.
Okay, great, thanks. So it opens up into this right away, a great kitchen, kind of a lounge area, and dining,
The light in the windows are
isn't it?
It is. And the bamboo. The cabinetry matches the Ipe wood on the outside, which is stunning. Gives it a very rich feel.
Jamie, you mentioned Ipe. You can see examples of that used even in the foyer when you walk in, and then up here on some of the interior walls. Guy Peterson has used that material, which is very, very durable here in Florida, certainly anywhere near the water.
And they make boats out of it. That's what they make.
They do. They do.
I didn't know that, but I will tell you that one of the major themes of not only Guy Peterson, but going back to the Sarasota School of Architecture was the concept of indoor-outdoor living.
Yes.
And you'll notice that the Ipe penetrates from outside of the home into the home, along with the terrazzo extending outside of the home.
Yes. When you're in Florida, and anyone moving here will find quickly that although we love our interior space, we also like living outdoors.
We do.
And that's what Florida's all about, is sunshine, right? In some ways, we're professional real estate brokers and agents, but we're also in the business of selling sunshine. So
Right.
that's really what it's all
Yes,
about.
we are.
Yeah.
Enjoying it and selling it.
Steve, let's take a look at the kitchen as well here. So lounge area, this is kind of fun just to hang out in the kitchen, television display.
Period Courvoisier.
I was just going to say,
Furniture.
yes. That's great. Double wide refrigeration. This is really kind of cool. Kind of a cantilevered counter with a waterfall edge, which is nice.
This is stainless steel. Yeah. This is beautiful.
It is, isn't it?
Yep.
And then that spills out into a family room.
I think, Steve, you were mentioning how the furniture back in the day, when they first designed these style of homes in Florida, the furniture was built into the walls, built into
Yes,
the
the
home.
architects often designed the furniture at
Right,
the same time
right.
that they designed the homes. But all the cabinetry that you see, which goes throughout the entire house, is part of the same theme of having built-in furniture.
And then this spills out to an outdoor terrace. But we're right on the water. And then you're just moments away, Steve, off to the right, out to
Big Pass.
Sarasota Bay and Big Pass, right? Yeah. That's wonderful.
Every one of these that we do, we always forget to bring our suits. You know,
We have to stop that.
I know. It's always so attractive. You're like, oh gosh.
Steve, we always liked seeing the primary bedroom suites, and we're wondering if we could take a look at that
Certainly.
next. That'd be
We certainly
great.
can. This
Let's
way.
take a look.
We're going to go down to the stairs, although there also is an elevator that services all 3 floors.
Steve, in the other Guy Peterson homes that I've sold, many of these treads were made out of walnut, and I actually prefer the treads of the staircase to be the same terrazzo. I think it feels very, very natural, and it just doesn't disconnect the floors. So this entire floor is dedicated to the primary suite.
That's correct.
Which includes an office den.
I love this house for many reasons. Thomas knows, but it's very industrial looking too. Like it almost it has like I don't want to say commercial feel, but it's very industrial and very commercial like. It's fascinating.
Let's take a look at the bedroom.
Look at the view.
I love the
Amazing.
Wow, there's Big Pass right
the
there.
linen drapery. And the watercolor this time of year is sensational. Sensational. So you have a 30-foot pool. You can do laps down here.
Actually 40, Tom.
Looks like
40.
40 by
Yeah.
20, saltwater with spa.
It's dynamite
Very
as well.
inviting. Back to those babies.
Yeah, this is the bath in this direction.
Wow, terrific tub.
Oh, wow.
Look at that.
This is really unique.
waterfall.
How much fun is that?
That's inviting.
That's
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah.
Is it floating? It's not. It looks like it very much looks like it's floating.
It does.
It does.
It does.
And the tile is from the same time period as the original design, which either it made to look that way or it is, but it's stunning.
And there's multiple
glass.
diverters in here, and what you normally don't see, because you normally have a rain head suspended down from the ceiling.
It's a giant
Look at
rain
that
head.
rain head up there, right?
Yeah, right.
Welcome to the Amazon.
I think you could turn the lights, all of the lights off on the interior of this
You don't
home,
need lights
and
in
still
here.
you'd have so much
wouldn't
natural light
notice.
coming in. And then Steve, you told me there is a rooftop that we can go to.
Spectacular.
Yeah, let's go there next.
Great.
Check it out. Let's do it.
Sounds good.
This rooftop is just sensational. It really is. I love the feeling of coming down this catwalk. There's such a nice breeze out here. Steve, I wanted to ask you about the roofs as well. I mean, they look like they're in mint condition and maintained. Are
Yeah.
these newer roofs?
Yeah, when the current owners acquired the property, this roof deck did not exist, although it was originally envisioned by Guy Peterson.
Yes.
So when he came in to finish the job, so to speak, on the roof deck, they chose to replace not only the roof on this home, but the roof on the Revere quality home with a 50-year commercial membrane
Yeah.
roof, just so that it would be pitched perfectly and not have any additional problems associated
Yeah.
with it after the deck was put down.
Looks very professional. And then it opens up to this.
Oh, look, it's amazing.
Water is like
Yeah.
beautiful.
So now, Steve, we're underneath the home in the main breezeway. This is wonderful.
Perfect for outdoor dining in a covered situation. There's lots of open
need the
areas
shade,
as
yeah.
well. And then
And
it
the breeze.
floats into a great outdoor living room as well, with a fire pit and wet bar that's built in.
Right?
Right.
You've got the guest house, so you could also cater things and maintain food and beverages for this outdoor space. And I'll bet in the evenings it's just magical down here. So here's where we make the transition. The main home spills out into this area. Wow.
Look at this. Gorgeous pool.
More of the same color. The pool is almost the same color as the water that's out there in the ocean.
It sure is.
Sparkly and beautiful and very inviting.
I like the lounging area in the pool.
Yeah,
Wonderful,
the sun
isn't it?
shelf is fabulous, right?
Ladies, that recaps today's visit of this unique property. It was so much fun.
It was.
I can't wait to talk more about it. Steve, thank you so much for
It was my pleasure.
opening up your beautiful listing. Now that I've seen it, I'm even more excited to share the information we've learned.
Great. Well, thanks very
So
much.
thanks for all of your time, and please thank the owners for their generosity in opening up their beautiful home.
Ladies, thanks very much.
you.
My pleasure to
What
meet you
a
as well.
gem that you got.
Thanks. Nice same here.
Ladies, thank you for meeting us here at our film studio. After having just left the beautiful, beautiful property at 100 Ogden Street. Wow,
It was
unbelievable.
magnificent.
Very unique.
Wasn't it?
Yeah.
Jamie, I love Guy Peterson homes, and I've sold them in the past. Anytime I get a chance to go into one of his properties, it's always the greatest experience. And so we appreciate that Steve, who's the listing agent, allowed us to go over and learn everything about it. There's lots of great locations on Siesta Key to be. So we come down this little street, which feels like a kind of a country lane.
Right.
And then you come up to this beautiful gated entrance for the property. And once that opens up and you drive onto the estate, visually it's absolutely stunning. Kathy, what did you think when you first arrived?
Oh, I couldn't believe it. I knew what to expect, but it's when you're there, it just reveals in front, and then you see the guest house and then the main house, and the way that they combine the two, and three designers like Guy Peterson, Paul Rudolph, and Ralph Twitchell.
Yes.
How could you go wrong? But the way that it's been manicured, oh, it's just gorgeous.
Yeah.
That was stunning. And it was like a step back in time for sure. I think one of the neat things that that caught my attention
Yes.
was the decor. I call it the decor, but the landscaping, it was beautiful when you first come up. To me, it looked very California style, but you're in this beautiful paradise of Florida, which always makes you feel like you're on vacation. It was fabulous.
So what is so unique about this particular property is, in addition to having a large 3-level contemporary home that was built in 2007, you have a property that was built in 1948 by renowned architects at the time who were leading an entire new movement here in Sarasota, Florida. They were affordable homes for returning GIs from World War II.
What an amazing gift for them to come home to.
Absolutely.
You know?
So we're going to talk about that, in greater detail in just a minute, but let's talk about the main residence.
Right.
And it was breathtaking, it really was.
Absolutely breathtaking.
So Kathy, we come through the front entrance. On that level, there's a 3-stop elevator. We didn't take that, but we know it's there.
All dressed in Ipe.
The Ipe
to match
was
the outside, which is
just
stunning.
gorgeous.
And you can tell it was not only well designed, but well constructed.
With an open wallet concept.
A very open
Which
wallet.
we really liked, right?
Yeah.
You like that?
And the terrazzo floors I thought were magnificent, and I've never seen any polished quite so well.
Yeah.
They were just
It was
beautiful.
gleaming.
By the way, beautiful staircase. This one integrated the terrazzo that's on beveled edges as well. And it goes up, so it just floats. You float
artistically.
yourself right upstairs.
Yeah,
And it's an
just
architectural
beautiful.
element. So
Easily.
we go to the second level, and it opens up in a big way to a kitchen area. There's a sitting area with sofas and television display and lots of counters. And it's a really, really long kitchen with a seating island that has a stainless steel
Yeah.
cantilevered
It was beautiful.
surface to it, which was really kind of cool. And that reinforces the industrial contemporary feel to it. And then it leads out to a generous sized family room, right? With low leather seating. And then that opens up to one of the many terraces overlooking the manicured backyard and the water. And from that level, you can begin to see Big Pass and know that you're right around the corner from being by water to downtown Sarasota and the Gulf of Mexico.
Just tragic views.
Yeah, tragic.
Yeah, it'd be hard to get used to that, wouldn't it be? Yeah. Kathy, the guest bedrooms both had ensuite bathrooms.
Very time.
Right.
That's what I said to you, as I said the
Yeah.
glass mosaics.
Right.
I honestly,
Right.
I did not know if they were original or if they were new, but they looked beautifully renovated, old period.
It did.
But they looked brand new.
Yes.
They were stunning.
Yes.
And it was we said it was very minimalist, but just so attractive to your eye. It was just relaxing and tranquil and clean, and just, it was lovely.
It was.
It was very nice.
And so now we go up to the top level. We're at the 3rd level of the home, and that entire floor is dedicated to the primary bedroom suite. So now we come into the primary bedroom, and the views, Kathy,
Oh,
from
the
there.
views are unbelievable.
Now we go into from there to the spa bathroom.
Oh,
and they featured a
You
tub.
almost lost me there. Too beautiful,
Yeah.
too relaxing. You could tell that's where you'd want to spend the afternoon. Or
That
And you didn't need the light.
That tub was so sensational. Again, another like a piece of art.
And you know, when you mentioned the architectural details earlier with the metals and the ipe and the, you know, it sounds like it'd be harsh or maybe a little cold or the stainless steel countertop, but they have so many other elements built in to really bring warmth to it.
They do.
So you leave with a very warm, happy feeling with the bright colors outside, and so they brought it all together perfectly.
That stainless steel, even off the refrigerator and the stainless steel countertop, it plays off of the lighting. And if you look at it, up on the ceiling, it dances and it looks like water up in the ceiling. So it mimics the beautiful ocean. Everything is cut out very thoughtfully.
I'm calling Steve so we can get back in there for a glass of wine, and I want to.
Yeah.
You want to bring me back in, don't you? Yeah. Now you're giving me a sense of purpose.
We can bring all back. It was great. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fabulous.
So just about when you think that's it for the home, then there is another architectural element, which is you step outside into this really cool wood-wrapped terrace that has lots of privacy, and there is a circular staircase that takes you up to the rooftop.
It was fantastic. We found all of they brought in with cranes, they brought in that special furniture.
Right.
So it doesn't
Concrete
blow
furniture.
away.
That was
concrete
brilliant
furniture.
to attach it.
Yeah.
To
It's so cool.
Primary
Burnt it.
color seating again to make it, match the rest of the house. And they had the refrigerator that was up there.
They did.
They had the cooktop. It was
Running water.
amazing.
And then, Jamie, we go into the 1948 modern mid-century Sarasota School of Architecture home. What was your first impression when we walked inside that?
My first impression was, wow, the vet who came home to this
oh my God.
must have felt really honored. Thank you. It's like, thank you for honoring me for when I have 2 kids who are in the military. I was like, thank you for honoring them. That's great.
Yes.
I love the pulls on the doors. So first off, the doors, the cabinetry matched the ipe wood on the outside. It had the same design in it, and
It
they
does.
matched
the
it.
same grain, the same texturing to it.
The poles were leather, but they were awesome because it looked like copper to me, which is the beauty of the inside of that house, where the outside of that fireplace, the hood that goes over it, and then it matches on the other side of the wall where the cook area is, where the cooking area is. It's also the cooking hood. It was amazing. It was stunning.
And the
Very
name
nice.
of that home is called Revere Quality
Revere.
Home. And there is a magazine on the coffee table
From that,
48 featuring that home in that contest. And for them to have resourced and still have that, which is in like brand new condition,
Right.
it's unbelievable. So it really is museum quality, and it is so refreshing to be able to walk into a property like that and see that it hasn't been dismantled and replaced with modern cabinetry and modern appliances. And
awful.
right?
What'd you put in here? Why did you do that?
Even
Yeah.
the bathroom was true to character for the architecture. So ladies, thank you again for taking your time to join us on this episode of Inside Luxury Listing Sarasota.
Thank you.
Thank you again
Nice.
for your time. I appreciate
bet.
it.
It's nice
Okay?
to see you again.
Thank you. Christian, can you believe the weather that we're having here today? Unbelievable. I really appreciate the invite. When the weather in February is so cold up north, I mean, look what we have here. I love living in Sarasota.
Thank you. So tell me about video and digital marketing.
Oh my gosh, we have got so much going on. We've recently started an agency that's really hyper-focused on creating really high-end marketing and advertising. And as we play through, I'm looking forward to telling you all about it.
I want to hear all about
Yeah.
it. Great shot.
All right, you're up first, Christian.
Thanks, Thomas.
So we were talking about video, and I want to ask you, would you agree that what really gets you excited when you're watching, let's say, social media or YouTube, is the actual videos, whether they're from family and friends or from businesses?
Without a doubt.
You know, the real truth is it's no longer a question, should I do video in my marketing and advertising or shouldn't I? It's a matter of now, how much video should I be doing and what does the content look like? You know, it's really, you're trying to figure out the dynamics between what the demographic is of the person who's going to buy that property and the product itself that you're selling. Essentially, this could ultimately be their dream home.
Makes complete sense.
So you have to approach the video in a way that you've never looked at before. When you're playing a ball like this, for example, the idea is you got to come down and close close that face. So more than ever before, video is essential, and it's something you have to embed into your program. What we're now doing is going in with a full camera crew and recording everything, and then sending it off to post-production editors who are not only doing rough cuts, but polish editing too. And that's why the things that we're doing are really superior to what you see out in the market.
Shows in your list.
Yeah, yeah. And we want to teach you to do that too.
I would love that.
Yeah. It's going to be a matter of getting up here,
All the way up.
and if you look here, what you're trying to do is drive your hips and rock and then turn. And I think you will hit the ball head on if you do that. Nice. So Christian, in addition to our film series, Inside Luxury Listing Sarasota, we have even a bigger initiative that we're working on right now. And what we're doing is setting up an infrastructure in the state of Florida, which consists of the best agents. You know, others talk about it, but we really are connected. And I'd like to talk to you more about that. If we could make an appointment in our office.
I would enjoy that.
Yeah, and I would too. I'd like to really bring you on board.
I'd love to set
Yeah.
that.
Let's make that happen.
Let's make that happen.
Okay.
Right after this hole.
Yeah.